Test. Hey everyone, All right, I was testing this out, making sure this worked. We'll get started. I want to say as everyone joins in, welcome in, of course, welcome in. Um, I want you to tell me where you're watching from. Today, I'm coming to you from 1847 Cimarron Park Drive in West El Paso, in the Cimarron area. So it's a beautiful, beautiful area, active HOA community. It's one of those homes that you definitely want to take a look at. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, single story, which is beautiful, especially in this area. There's not a lot of single stories, what I've seen so far. Um, the home is 2,261 square feet. It has a 2-car garage, contemporary finishes. You're going to see these finishes here in a minute. Additionally, a premium corner lot. This is a unique home, a unique space. And if elevation means something to you, you're at the very top on your particular street, which is beautiful because you're seeing above everyone, which is really nice. Gives a real nice clean look, as well as from your backyard. All of your neighbors are elevated beneath you, so it's a great spot. Again, it's very, very unique. At the time of this live stream, the property is being offered at $540,000. If you're watching a replay, always please reach out and I will make sure I get you that current price um, and availability because real estate, things can change quickly. Of course, I really don't see this home being on the market too much longer. It's amazing that it's been on the market as long as it has. I really think people have to come out, see it, see the uniqueness, and I think when that happens, it's going to come off the market immediately. Um, Again, I want you guys to know I'm Michael Clark, realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team. And you know my team, the Keys and Knowledge team. I'm not the listing agent for this property. This home is listed by Brenda Trillo. She's also a realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team. I'm here today just to give you my perspective on what makes this property worth a closer look. So let me start with a question. What does this price point actually get you in West El Paso? When buyers search online, it's easy to get caught up in the price. You see one house at 500,000, another at 550, another one at 600,000, and eventually they all start blending together, right? But I'll tell you, like I tell all my buyers all the time, don't just look at the price. Look at what you're actually getting for the price, for the money. What is the value you're getting back in return? Here you have a home built in 2023. You got 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,261 square feet, single story living again, with a 2-car garage. Also, like I said, the corner lot is a Cimarron, but the numbers aren't even my favorite part. from the purchase price, of course. That's not the favorite part. It's the design. If you've seen the listing photos, which, again, we're going to see a actual tour, take an actual tour of the home so you can see it. Uh, yeah, if you've seen the listing photos, you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. At the kitchen, you got Cascada Quartz. Cascada Quartz is a waterfall island, beautiful waterfall island. Usually, traditionally, you might see some wood here and there within it, but this is nice all the way around, wrapped around the actual island of the home, which is a nice centerpiece to coming into the home. Additionally, you have walnut tone cabinetry as well, which is really nice, European style. Designer pendant lighting, which is beautiful, nice subtle touch, built-in wine storage, and it has an open layout that connects directly to the main living area. So let me ask everybody that's watching, would the kitchen sell you on the house? I think that's a great question. I think for most of the buyers that I've dealt with, most of the open house, majority of the open houses that I've ever done, I promise you from the front door, it'll get people to come in, they see, they look around, but the kitchen usually is like that showstopper. And this is one of them because, again, the living space, the kitchen is all blended together. So, again, it's a unique space. I love it. It's one of those things you walk in, you're like, oh my God, it's gonna do that to you. All right. So, I want you to know the open layout really truly connects directly to the main living area. So put in the comments. I see a lot of houses. I want to know, first off, I want to know yes or no. Put that in the comments, of course. Um, but I also said, I see a lot of houses and certain features stay with you after you leave. I think the kitchen is one of those features, definitely. And there's a reason why the layout matters. Think about how people actually live. Maybe you're making dinner. Maybe you got your family over. Maybe you're watching a game. Maybe friends are over, sitting around the island. You don't necessarily want everybody separated in different rooms. So that gives you that opportunity to, again, be able to entertain, show people what's going on. Um, you get to really truly enjoy the space. Now you also got high ceilings, natural light, large format. Again, porcelain flooring. The flooring is really, really nice throughout. Large porcelain floor tiles. I'd be scared for someone to crack my floor, drop anything on the floor. But this is beautiful. Let me see. How's the? Hopefully, you guys can see me. I'm not too blurry, man. Because again, I'm gonna get ready for this tour. I want you guys to see everything. All right. So I want you guys to be thinking ahead when you're getting ready in the morning. What does that routine look like? How are you getting ready in the morning? How much storage do you have currently? How functional is the bathroom? How functional is your closets? Those are the things that don't always come across in a 30-second video. Yeah. Let me set this up really quick. Sorry, I'm trying to get stuff together. I got people calling me. I got people calling me right now. I'm setting up though. So, like I said, just as you're in the room, I want you to start thinking more and more. So you got something that can look impressive when you're entertaining and still function for everyday living, right? And that's important. A house can photograph beautifully, but the real question is, can you actually live in it? Now, let's talk about the primary suite. You got a spacious primary bedroom and then a bathroom with a soaking tub, separate walk-in shower, plus walk-in closet. when you're looking at homes in the price range, those details start becoming more Sorry, y'all. I got people coming. I'm in an open house right now. So we moving, we working, we working. So give me another 5 minutes, and I'll get this thing going. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. Give me like 5 minutes. Ready to be back on here, but today is gonna be a good day, man. Today's gonna be a good day. That's all I can say. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, we back. We back at it. I have people come in, so I want to respect them, of course. And put myself on mute, give them all my attention. You know, as a realtor, this really helps because it really locks in all the details of the home. I'm able to talk about it. And if I'm rusty on here, by the time I talk to a single person, it's on point. It's on point, man. So the last two families that came in, one came, just wanted to see the home, tour the home. This home is a MA custom built home. MA builders, MA builders and design, custom home builders. This is actually a Mustafa Ali home. And that means something out here. I didn't know, man. That's just a new builder that I'm getting acquainted with at the moment. You know, learning a little bit about him. I actually went to his website and got some information. Um, uh, he's actually the president of the company, but he's the owner of the company, most likely. You see how he structured it. But a little bit about Mustafa Ali. He was an immigrant, proud to call up Paso's home, embarked on his entrepreneurial journey 25 years ago. Sheesh. Driven by a deep love for every client he's had the privilege to serve from humble beginnings. He said he's devoted over half of his life to crafting unique homes and leaving a lasting mark on residential and commercial properties. Rooted in family tradition, steeped in real estate, his journey is defined by commitment to quality, meticulous attention to detail, and a unique design approach. That's pretty dope, man. And, you know, there's a lot of opportunity in my eyes to come out here and be a true developer builder and win. Once you get that team established, I'm telling you, but this is a very unique house, different touches than what I'm used to. When you're looking at custom homes, which you like that. You don't want your home to be the same as everybody else. But you also don't want it to be too extreme, where you don't get the value of your own. when it's time to sell. You can overdo some stuff, but I mean, I feel like for the market for where it's at, this home is it's priced well, you know, and for a resale option, I think you're getting your money from it. The last person that actually walked through, I say customer that walked through the door, bought her home almost 15 years ago for 300,000. It's now in the 60s. 15 years ago. Let that sink in, man. And when she said that, I was like, oh my God. And I'm talking about selling some of my home. Like, man, let me hold on to a home for 15 years. Let's see what happens, you know? That's allowing her to upgrade and do those things, which is very, very beautiful. All right, y'all. We're gonna start up again. Let me see. Um, sorry, I got busy inside. Push this side a little bit. I'm gonna start this live over, man, because I also use this to record content. So if I'm repetitive on something or sound scripted, because I vote out what I'm gonna say today. So I need to make sure that it's clean cut. You gotta get everything as well as I'm trying to get this as good content. And just for you guys to know, if you click that link, it'll take you to my website and you'll be able to see this live stream there as well. So it's on my website, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Uh, Twitch. So it's on Twitch. If anybody works with Twitch, let's see. Make sure. This is Hey, was my sound on this? All right, y'all, we back. I'm gonna start this thing over. Nice and crisp. Sorry about that. I had people coming in from the open house. So let's just get back into this, man. And I added the flyer for more detail, try to help with this as well, so you guys can follow along, get some information on what's going on, all that good stuff. So, hey everyone, welcome in. And as you're joining the live, tell me where you're watching from today. Today I'm coming from 184. Oh shoot, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's try it again. Take 20. All right. Hey everyone, welcome in. As you're joining live, tell me where you're watching from. Today I'm coming to you from 1847 Cimarron Park Drive in West El Paso, Cimarron area. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, single-story home with 2,261 square feet, 2-car garage, contemporary finishes, and a premium corner lot. At the time of this live stream, the current offer price of this home is $540,000. If you're watching the replay, always reach out for the most current price and availability because real estate can change quickly. This home won't last for long. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Michael Clark, realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team, and I'm not the listing agent for this property. This home is listed by Brenda Trujillo. She's a realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team as well. I'm here today to give you my perspective on what makes this property worth a closer look. So let me start with a question. What does this price point actually get you in West El Paso? When buyers search online, it's easy to get caught up in price. You see one house at 500,000, another at 550, another at 600,000, and eventually they all start blending together. But what I always tell my buyers all the time is don't just look at the price, look at what you're actually getting for the money. Here you have a home built in 2023. You've got 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,261 square feet, single story living. You're on a corner lot in Cimarron. It's an HOA community, but the numbers aren't even my favorite part. It's the design. If you've seen the listing photos, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. The kitchen, you got Calcutta quartz. It's an island. Walnut cabinetry throughout, designer pendant lighting, which is beautiful. Also, I want you to know, I need to know, would the kitchen sell you on the house? Yes or no? If in the comments, put in the comments. I see a lot of houses with certain features stay with you after you leave. I think this kitchen is one of the most unique features, and there's just the layout is beautiful, right? Maybe you're making dinner, maybe you got family coming over, maybe you're watching a game, maybe friends are sitting around the island. You don't necessarily want everybody separated into different rooms. This is why it's a unique spot. Here, the kitchen and living space work together. You got high ceilings, natural light, large format porcelain flooring, and contemporary feel throughout. So you've got something that can look impressive when you're entertaining, but still functional for everyday living. And that's important. The house can photograph beautifully, but the real question is, can you actually live in it? Now, let's talk about the primary suite. You got a spacious primary bedroom and then a bathroom with a soaking tub and separate walk-in shower, plus a walk-in closet. When you're looking at homes and the price of this particular price range, those details start becoming more important because you're not just buying 4 walls. You're buying everyday routine. Where do you get ready in the morning? How much storage do you have? How functional is the bathroom? Functional is the closet. Those are the things that don't always come across in a 30-second video. And you still have 3 additional bedrooms. Maybe you got kids, maybe you need a guest room, maybe you work from home. Maybe one room becomes a workout space. That's why I tell buyers not to just ask how many bedrooms does it have. You need to ask, how would I actually use these rooms? That's a much better question. Now, let's talk about some practical features. This property also includes a tinker's water heater, water softener, laundry room with a utility sink, ceiling fans, upgraded window covering, security system wiring, and an attached 2-car garage. Those aren't just flashy social media features, but they matter when you actually own this house. Sometimes people get distracted by the waterfall island and they forget to look at everything else they're getting. Outside, you've got landscape front and backyard, covered patio areas, corner lot positioning, and a dedicated gas line for grilling. So picture an El Paso evening, outside, the grill is going, friends and family are over, and you got that West El Paso sunset. That's part of lifestyle behind the home, because I'm not just trying to tell you this is another 4-bedroom home. 3-bathroom house, You can find that combination all over El Paso. What makes one property different from another is how you actually experience it. And that brings us to Cimarron. For someone looking specifically on the west side, location is going to be part of the conversation. You've got shopping, dining, recreation trails, and other West El Paso amenities nearby. So you're not just evaluating the house, you're evaluating the location around it. I tell buyers never buy a house in isolation. Look at the home, look at the neighborhood, look at your commute, look at where you shop, look at where you eat. Think about what your everyday life would actually look like. That's how you make a better real estate decision. If you're just joining me, welcome. We're talking about 1847 Cimarron Park Drive, West El Paso. Quick recap. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,261 square feet, single story, 2-car garage. Corner lot, contemporary design, and one kitchen you definitely going to want to see in person. At the time of this live stream, the home is being offered at $540,000. If you're watching the replay, contact me or your real estate professional for the current price and status. Now, let me give you my realtor perspective. For a minute, if you're buying this price range, I don't want you making a decision based only on whether the home looks good online. You need to look a little deeper. What's the condition? What's the age? What's the location? What's the lot? What's the floor plan? What upgrades are already here? How does it compare with other properties currently available? And ultimately, does the house make financial and practical sense for you? That's the conversation I want to have with my clients, because my job isn't simply opening a door and asking, what do you think? I want you to understand, what are you buying? I want you to understand your options. I want you to understand the transaction. Then you can make an informed decision. Let me ask everybody watching another question. If you had to choose one thing that matters most when buying your next home, what would it be? Location, kitchen, primary suite, backyard, square footage, price? Put that in the comment. Let me know. I'm curious what everyone says. And while you guys are answering that, here's something else I want to talk about. Sometimes the buyer sees a house online for a while and immediately assumes something must be wrong with it. Not necessarily. There are a lot of reasons properties spend time on the market: pricing, timing, competition, interest rates, buyer demand, marketing, or simply waiting for the right buyer. That's why I prefer to look at the actual property and the numbers instead of making assumptions. The important question isn't just how long has it been online. The better question is, at today's price in today's market, does this property make sense for me? That's what matters. And for anybody relocating to El Paso who might be watching from another city, another state, or even overseas, this is exactly why I like doing live streams. You may not be able to drive across town today, but you can still learn the El Paso market. You can learn different neighborhoods. You can see what different price points buy. You can start understanding what matters to you. Then when it's time to make your move, you're not starting from scratch. So if this home has your attention, here's what I want you to do. If you're not currently represented by another real estate agent, send me a message with the word Cimarron. That's it, Cimarron. I'll get you the current property information and we can talk about what your next step will look like. If you're already represented by another realtor, fellow realtor, that's completely fine. Have your agent schedule a private showing for you. The important thing is this: if you're seriously considering the house, come experience it in person. Pictures can get your attention, and live stream can give you information. But walking through the home is where you'll understand how the space actually feels. Again, we're talking about 1847 Cimarron Park Drive in El Paso, Texas. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,261 square feet, single story, 2-car garage, corner lot, contemporary design, and a lot of features worth seeing in person. I'm Mike Clark, realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team. Today's property is listed by Brenda Trujillo, realtor with the Williams Advanced Realty team. If you're watching this recording after the original live stream date, remember that the price, availability, property status may have changed. Reach out to me or your real estate professional for current information, and I'll leave you with this. Don't just buy a house because it looks good. Understand what you're buying. Understand the property. Understand the location. Understand your numbers, and make sure your home fits the life you're trying to build. That's what keys and knowledge is all about. If you want more information about this property, send me Cimarron. And if you're looking to buy anywhere else in El Paso, I'd be happy to have you. And I would love to have a conversation with you too. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.